Tests. I think I'm live. Tests. I think I'm live. Tests. I think I'm live. Tests. Hold on. 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 I think I'm live. Tests. Okay. Today I wanted to talk about my 2025 Ultimate Showdown run. I had some games I think I didn't play well, and I wanted to see what went wrong and what I could have done better. And if I'm gonna do that anyway, I might as well stream it. Maybe somebody else can learn something too. And I was also planning on talking about the ban lists. I think the meta won't change that much. I think the corps that are played now will still be played during this new meta. And the runner, I think the Muslihat dolls and the Hoshiko dolls obviously are not around anymore. It will be interesting to see where those players go and what ice changes we will see. I think there will be some ice that will get more play and some ice that are getting less play because of the Matryoshka ban. But that's for later. So the decks I played, I of course wanted to play Mirrormorph and Bass, and I did a meta prediction from specifically this tournament. You know who will participate, so you can scout them a bit, what they played in the past. For example, if you know Jan Tuno is going and Sauc is going, you will know they are both bringing up. Stuff like that. I kind of predicted what the play rates from... Oh, wrong. Oh no. I kind of predicted there will be more Alco and Op than sort of more horizontal decks than the vertical ones like Leo and RH. So I wanted to change the Bass a little bit to get a better matchup against those. That's why I really wanted a third Stone Chip. I think against Alco, Stone Chip is good in general. Against Measured Response, having two Stone Chips on the boards can save you. So I had to cut something, and it was between the Silver Chip or the Unity. I ended up with the Unity and played Cat's Cradle in its place because the Alco and Op don't really play big strength code gates. You see like Fly Sweater or White Space or what do they play? Afshar. You need to break a MIC or Vampy. So the Cat's Cradle is fine. So I made this change, so I had influence free for a Stone Chip. Then I had to cut something, and I was thinking, okay, I will fully commit on the let's have a better horizontal deck matchup. So I cut the Poison Vial, If you play in a big tournament, don't get the Poison Vial because it's actually a card that helps a lot against the Leo and our rage and stuff. But against Alco and Op, you don't really need it. I guess the Op also has environmental, or how does this ice called? Envelopment. Envelopment, so maybe the Poison Vial is useful there if you want to boomerang a envelopment. Yes, Aksu, I also played a similar thing in the against the Chinese. I knew I was gonna play against Op, so also there I was thinking, okay, they won't be playing big code gates, so the Unity is not needed. We can go against Gradle, and the buy events and stone chips will be more useful there. So yeah. The buy events, if you go Unity, get the gets in place of the Unity, and go for a stone chip, get the Poison Vial. I had 14 influence, and my autistic brain was like, I need to find something to put 15. So we went for a buy event, but then you have 46 cards, and I think I still want to go back to 45, and then I get the poison penny shaver. This is a change I'm less happy about. Penny Shaver is so good in this if you find it early, because you do a lot of single pokes. And if you can do single pokes while getting Penny Shaver credits, it's way better. So if you can handle it, I would get the buy events, go back to 3 Penny Shaver, and just be on 14 influence. We will break the conventional ways of always having max influence spent. That was the changes I made for the Bass deck. And the Mirror deck, I don't know what it is, but I still love Mirages, but I don't like to play it online. It doesn't have the same. I think the Mirages Mirror deck overperformed a little bit at Worlds just because I got to like play around a bit and banter with the opponents. It helps so much. It's hard to describe. If you can banter with opponents and you install like 3 things, it's so much more scary than just the online. You see the corp install 3 things. And I had to play against very good players in the Ultimate Showdown. So I just last minute chose to go with the Fast Advanced Mirrormorph, which is still a good deck. I also played this against the Chinese, a bit different, but yeah, it's just solid. You rush the runner out. You have very annoying eyes, and I'm somebody who loves big eyes. I used to play way back. I will go by dates and all the way back. When I just started, I did like these kinds of decks with the ganked Ansel infinite loop, and I just loved Tier so much. Tier ganked was I loved Tier ganked. So I couldn't help myself, and in the Fast Advanced Mirror I also put a Tier in there. I did not res it a single time, but it's like my good luck charm, you know. That's also important, having a good luck charm. A lucky charm, if you may. So yeah, it's the more boring Mirrormorph. I think I also played it once on stream. For CBI, I have no idea what Mirrormorph I'm gonna play. I will test a lot with this, and I will test a lot with the Mirages. And it's gonna be a surprise even for me what I bring in the end, but it will be one of those two. If I get to know when CBI takes place, because I'm a bit annoyed we don't know the CBI date yet, because my agenda is really filling up, and if it's in a weekend I can't play, I will be very sad. The same for the off meta months. The off meta months, I really like some of the tournaments, but it was so late. It was a bit late. We got to know the dates, so a lot of them I already planned something. But I will try to participate in some of them. Not all are yet on always be running, I think. But there are like 2 of meta ones tournaments where you have like a bit of a random deck. Those I really want to try. I think one is called Chimera, and the other one is like you get a random set of cards and then you have to deck build with them. Those 2 are the more interesting ones, I think. The other ones, a lot of them is standard, but something. I will see if I have time, but I'm guessing those will be a little less popular. Yeah, so please reveal the date of CBI so I can change some plans, hopefully. Yeah, so let's go over some of the replays. My first round was against Ob as Bass. So I made the changes I talked about specifically for this matchup. We will see if they helped at all. I think Sauc got a bit of a bad start. He mulliganed into this, which is like good luck. And I kept this hand. I really wanted Cup early. I have some draw, some money. It's a decent keep. Can be better, but it's decent. It's mostly because of Cup I kept this hand, I think. If I zoom in, yeah, no, can't zoom in. Axu did comment I can F11. But if I do that, you won't see the full. Oh yeah, you can. Okay. Damn. Okay, Axu comment saved this. It's a bit better now, no? Okay. So here, he went with triple install, wall-to-wall, anthill, excavator. I click one draw, find a transfer, which is very big. I forgot something to mention. This tournament was open decklist. If you play Bass, transfer is so good if you don't have to clear the deck. So in any open decklist, quickly check, do they have deck punishments? If the answer is no, don't clear your decks. You don't have any resources, you're sad about them trashing. Outside of maybe Stone Chip, if they have like... sometimes Stone Chip you want to pop before they can trash it, if the draw is really important. So here the transfer makes him reveal those remotes. So we get to steal one. We get the basalts. If you play against this Op and your first steal is basalts, while there's nothing in archives, you know it's a good start. But yeah, with a start like this, Sauc really had a bad start. They had to reveal the anthill to duck some transfer credits, so I got to just trash this one. And then I installed the Glass Act for draw. I think this was the right turn one for me. They get to bounce back a bit with the Excavator, going with Spin Doctor, finding some ice, icing HQ. putting more virus in there. All good. We go up in money with no lunch. Bravado, don't sure gamble. I played around offshore, right? If you on 5 credits Bravado here install a boomerang, you don't lose credits with the offshore res. So you played around the right guys. Very nice for me. I got to see the nano management and trash them a virus. Here I want to see the cup installed and getting this excavator done. Yes, I did that as well. Very good. We are still in a winning position. The game sounds loud. Do I have? Yeah, there is something weird going on that I don't hear browser noises. So thank you for the comments. I don't hear any of them. Cyber right. I always default to Chrome because I'm just used to it, but I should learn to use Firefox. I have the cyber feeder thingy. I will do it after this replay. But thanks for commenting, Kalar. So the corp. Sorry. So I did a good display. The corp did draw, gain a credits, ditching an agenda to spin it back. Okay. We can get some setup time here. The corp has nothing. We can just fully set up. So draw, sure gamble, running the spin, so forcing this, also good. Because this op has like slash and burn, it's very good to get rid of spin doctors. It's very good against op in general. So draw eyes aren't the eyes on remote. Okay, so we have still setup time. We draw, sure gamble, stone chip. Yep. We are tagged, but we don't pop this stone chip. If Sauc wants to pay 2 credits to get rid of the stone chip, it's winning. He won't do it. They do draw, install something in the remote. Okay. Ditch an ice. We could pinhole this. We do draw and just run it. Okay. We have boomerang in hand, so not bad. They res, boomerang it, and we get to trash the wall-to-wall. This was even better than spinholing it, so very good. And we set up. This Nuka, again, we are tagged, but the corp is on 2 credits. If they credits, trash Nuka, it's still winning for us. It's really not bad to go tag me here and install a Nuka with 2 counters. Don't do this if the corp is on a lot of credits though. If you are tagged and you want to install Nuka, do it turn 1 and click it once. So a Nuka with only 1 counter is way less value to trash than a Nuka with 2. They just credit up, credits, discard a nice. We Nuka here. I really want this get cradle for Afshar. I want to boomerang too. It's a close call between Penny Shaver and Bravado. You probably bottom the Bravado, I think. Yeah. Okay. And I apparently took a long time to figure that one out. We go Sesve. Draw with buy bands, install Penny, and use Sesve credits. Yeah, that's decent. Sadly, you don't get Penny Shaver money this way, but we get a free Penny Shaver, kind of. And we have the 3rd stone chip. Against a measured response, having 3 throne chip installed is so good. I really like the change I made to go to 3rd stone chip. They find extract, so the corp will get some more tempo. Extracts ISHQ, okay. Nuka. Here, I don't want this class act, I guess. Yep. Paying 4 to draw 4 is, you only do it if you really want to go beyond your hand size to 9 cards if you think you're gonna die. Otherwise, it's not really needed to over-install a class act. So we're just running for money, installing the Cat's Cradle and running HQ. There has been a long time where the corp is drawing and nothing is pushed in the remotes, so the chances of agendas in hand are very high. So I like this run. We are getting punished a bit here because it's a Winchester. We don't have Carmen yet on table. Could this have been prevented? Right. We Nuka, clean getaway. We can install Carmen here. Oh yeah, but we need the Cat's Cradle for the Afshar. Okay, this run makes sense. It's just a bit of the words outcome that this is Winchester, but you have to expect it to be on HQ. And Sauc has to boost it with 1 credit, so the Winchester ends the run. We lose the boomerang this way. We bring the corp on 3 credits, so it's alright. But now we just have to plan to go into HQ with the cup axis. It was definitely the right call. Corp installs Antil on the remote and ice it. We use the stone chip on their turn. Against measured response, you only need 2, but now it gets a bit dangerous if they can trash 1 stone chip. So you can't survive 2 measured response, but the corp is on low credits right now. And it's not threat 4 yet. We draw on our turn, getting a second class act proc. Guys, installing the Carmen, nice. Installing the no free lunch. Okay. The Antel. We pop the no free lunch because you're so low on money. Now it sucks a bit if they trash it. That's also good. And they spin. Okay, here we just have to run HQ, right? We check this, trash it. I want to transfer so bad. Penny Shaver transfer, yeah. Alright. We get in. We save the Sesve money, so we don't lose a 2 from Afshar and can still have some money to maybe trash a Anthill or use a cup. We use cup with the Sesve, C3. A lot of agendas here. We see the Basalt. The Basalt takes back and extract. We see the Nano. Oh, and we saw Castle Roads. So we do miss a bit, but that's alright. And we pinhole the Anthill. Okay, here, if they have measured response, we are in trouble. So I hope I pop both stone chips. We now in the replay see there is no measured response in hand, but now this is a bit dangerous of me. We do pop the stone chip. We die to extract double measured. We die here. This is very risky. Is there also a way I could have avoided this? We transfer here. So instead of the pinhole anthill, we could have just drawn, pop both stone chip, and then we are safe to extract double measured. The corp does get 4 credits, an extra draw, and a 2 cost thing. So I guess you take the odds here. I don't hate it. If you die to extract double measured response, we just say unlucky and go next. But the offshore, the anthill firing is a lot of value. Thankfully, Sauc doesn't have extract and double measures, so we survive. We even pop the second stone chip to go to 7. This doesn't help at all with the why did I pop this stone chip? I guess it's a glass egg trigger on the corp turn. And I don't want to trash the. I don't want them to trash the stone chip. But doing it before the click 1 is not needed. If they go to 1 credits, it's alright. They mining license, ice archives, and extracts just for the +3 credits. Okay. I bravado the remotes. I remember this turn. This was so bad of me. I think, yeah, here I fully face check a Stavka. I don't have. Okay, this is something I do a lot, and maybe I have to do less. I am in the mindset of I'm Bass. If I have Boomerang in hand, this is such a bad rest for them, so maybe they won't do it. I bravado the remote here. I will be stopped by Castle Roads regard if they don't res. So my thinking is I will bravado this. They won't res it because if they res, I can Boomerang, and maybe I get even in. But yeah, it's a Stavka, and I get super punished for this. Because I don't have the Boomerang, they called my bluff. They get to trash my 2 breakers. I am still on Simulship, so I get to get 1 back, but still, having 1 breaker less makes the game a lot more difficult. So here I get stopped by the Castle Road. And because this is mining license, the corp can bounce back very easily. So here I'm thinking, get the Kurapira down, Simulship back. I guess Simulship back the Carmen? And then Boomerang the offshore eventually. Not sure what I'm... Okay. So I just showed I don't have a Boomerang. I installed the Kurapira and clean getaway this remote. If this is Castle Roads, Oh, it can't be Castle Road. I think they are on 2. 1 is here, and I saw 1 with the cup. And this has been there a long time. The eyes on R&D. I think I know here this can't be a Castle Road. And if this is anything else, like white space or something, I can use a Simulship to get the correct breaker. Yeah, okay. So this is not as dangerous as it seems. Yeah, Galara's right. I am a very aggressive, risky kind of player, but against Grubs, the op with measured response, you really have to play it safe, especially if you have such a good start like I had here. I see a Mortivor. I don't trash it, I think. My thinking is Mortivor is a bad card for them. I think that's right. I don't use Simulship. Oh yo, I asked Sauc if I can still do it, so I get the Cascradle back. Okay, he is so kind. I love the guy. His knick-knack cosplay was also so great. Really lovely guy. And I know I misplayed hard with the Stavka after such a good start. I'm starting to think like, yeah, if I lose here, it's deserved. What am I doing? Um, so they click mining license and install the virus. Okay. I draw back up, find the boomerang, and start poking R&D some more. This is good. The agendas are in HQ, sadly. We use virus to get wage, so we can click mining license 3 times, get the wage click, get a wall-to-wall, install an agenda. You can see that the tides are turning. I was so ahead, and now it's a bit dodgy. They still have found 0 measured response, which is also interesting. I Windows here. Oh my god, what am I cooking? What am I cooking here? I Windows this Stavka. Okay, I Windows the Stavka because I can boomerang it. Okay, I was scared for a second. So if they res it, I can boomerang this. Okay, all good. They use the Stavka to trash the wall-to-wall and over-install the Azov with a Spin Doctor. Very nice play. So I get in the Spin Doctor they have to use. They found the first measures. Very scary. I hope I play around this. I draw up. I clean getaway R&D. That's good. And I find the last agenda. If I don't find the agenda here, I can pop Stone Chip. Yeah, I will be on I will be on enough credits and 4 card to survive too. So that's alright. Okay. How many accesses did I have? Okay, skipping. Can I see the screen again? No. Okay, so this game, takeaway, the bravado on the Stavka was, in theory, I know what I was trying to do, but it's not worth the risk. Just for the bravado extra credit money. That was very risky and made the game made the game not in my favor anymore. So yeah, a risky play there. For Sauc just had a bad start, so the game was in my favor. I just don't need to play this risky to. I don't have to play this greedy and risky to finish the game. Yeah. Okay. I think it helps a lot if you know the Wayland player is not on end of the line, because if I had to clear these stacks, I would have been on less money and can't play this aggressive. So it helps a lot to this was open deck list. These reviews are taking longer than I thought. So I won't go in depth with all of them. I think the Mermorph games, I will go very fast because those are less interesting. My second round was against Augustus. This is a bit of a funny one. So I know this Matroshka Hoshiko deck in and out. I play a lot against tiebreakers and they love this deck. So here I know I am on such a timer because if they can install all their companions and Keiko and stuff, the drip econ is so insane. You can't go to late game. You have to play very rushy. I mulligan because I don't have any eyes, like what is his hand, and I'm looking in this. So again, the story of the corp has a bad start, and you will see I will lose this game. But there will happen something funny. Hey. So here, I just ice HQ, double credits. They call my bluff, run HQ anyway. I let it through. They steal, send a message, but I get a free brand. I'm fine with this. I draw. My hand is looking stupid. Eyes R&D, click for credits. Okay. I get to nano and agenda. They run R&D, second axis of the game. They are already on 4 points. The classic. So here I'm just thinking, oh my god, I have to rush even faster. So I money up again. They do a very nice play of overclocking the remotes. So they want to trash this, but using Gachapon during this run. So maybe they can overclock credits, use some overclock credits there too, which they do. They install the twinning and then trash my money-making assets. And here, the play of the game. My hand is awful. I have 3 agendas, a big deal, and a sprint. I could play the sprint and be safe, but I was thinking, okay, 4-2, I need to play risky, otherwise I'm not winning this. So I went for the table agenda. Oh, I even went harder. Okay, so I draw. No, I sprint. Pretend I shuffle back agendas. I shuffle back like what do I shuffle back? Bran and 1 agenda. I still have 2 in hands. And I go with table Ingeton, just naked. I also know if they steal this, I don't straight up lose, so I was also fine if they got it. But this screams Spin Doctor no. I was very happy with this bluff. And the Hoshiko is flipped, so if Augustus wants to greet it, they don't run this turn. I also know the tiebreakers a little bit. We are all very greedy players. Tiebreakers, we always go with the money-making plays. So they like draw up a lot and go for value. Don't run it, and I get to score this stable Ingeton. The naked Ingeton on table. So now it gets close. I have some money. My eye situation is shit, but if I can just money up, I can big deal this send a message and win. I can just steal the win here. But then Augustus run HQ, they see 2 cards because they use it winning, see the big deal and the nano, so my big deal is gone now. It's a bit more difficult to score the send a message, but it's not over, so all good. They are on 18 credits, by the way. It's such an insane deck how riches can get so fast. I really want to find a Boomy to get rid of this Botulus too. So I draw, I money up. They run R&D. I could have rest this tier, but again, tier 10 credits to rest, 7 strengths. They can break it for 5 plus 3, 8 credits, which sounds a lot, but they are on 19, so never mind. I won't rest this. And then they make a run on HQ. It's a very Augustus is such a good player. They know I am a fast advance deck. The only way I lose here is if they can fast advance something in hand. I need to sweep the hands to see if there are agendas. So they don't use the twinning counters on R&D. They use it on HQ and use a stone chip to charge that twinning. Very nice play. And then they found all the agendas and win. So this tournament, I have 3 lives. Round 2, I already lost 1 life. Not looking good. but against such good players, it's expected. Miles in chat, hello. I'm a bit sad I missed our Belgium tournament because of this event, but I had to play it. The first place is like champ cards and a playmat with the champ card. If you get invited to this event, you have to play it now. I hope you guys will forgive me. It was a bit weird that I organized a tournament and then didn't show up myself. But yeah. Or helped organizing. It was actually Thomas Clusterfox tournament. So that was game 2. Game 3 was against Not Yeti. So I made the changes to have a better matchup against Arco and Ob. So I ditched the Poison Vial. I don't have Poison Vial anymore. And of course I have to play against the one BTL player. Oh my god. I was regretting the change here because all the 3 subroutine eyes yeah, Mile, I'm sorry. All the 3 subroutine eyes, you can't boomerang it, so how is the ice called again? I'm so bad with names. It's actually the 3 subroutine barrier logjam. They have of course 3 logjam, and boomerang this won't feel good at all. So this game, this is such a banger of a game actually. We will go slow in this replay. It's actually worth it. So Not Yet, he also said, please window my logjam. He's such a funny guy. So we talk a bit. BTL, of course, just Ice HQ, Ice R&D Advanced one. I get to... What was my keep? Did I keep this hand? Yes. Was it the right keep? I have money, I have class acts, I have Penny Shaver. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I like this hand. Okay. So I go Sure Gamble, install Penny Shaver, install Sesfe, and run this. Okay. The corp is on 6 credits, so if they res a big ice here, they are super low, and because this is advanced, I know this can't be Hammer. Hammer is the most scary face check if you install Penny Shaver Sesve. So I like this. They do rest the Mesney, and I will use all my real money for class acts, so they... Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I will lose all my money anyway. So I'm 0 credits, but I have class act draw. Okay. So we both are very low. My best, if you play it, you will see you can... It's playing this aggressive and low to the ground. It's how you're supposed to play. Chai is also in the chat. Nice. They install a wall-to-wall and click for credits twice. I draw. I find a no. I still have no village in hand, so I draw. Find boomerang. Use no village to go up. Clean getaway the remote. So here on 3 credits, there's not a lot they can res, and I still have the boomerang Sesfe in hand. So very nice. I get 1 access. Get some money back, check the remote, and trash the wall-to-wall. Nice. They ice remote advance it. It's the BTL play slow and you win. I do draw buy a Ben's R&D. On the Hammer, they can't res it here because they are on 5 credits. This is something have to play around the hammer res. And because this ice is not advanced, you know there is a big chance this is hammer. But I use the buyer bands for to install something with Sauc3 money. Not very big value, but it's okay. Install Nuka. They draw hedge funds, KPI to install a second ICE on HQ. Okay. I draw, run archives, click penny, install Carbon. Okay, good setup. Because I figured out by this point this has to be hammer. The Carbon install I really like. They draw, install something in the root and advance it. This corp was on 2 Charlottes, I think two or three clearinghouse, and of course all 3 pointers. So this advance can be Charlotte's, agenda, or clearinghouse. It's open decklist, so this I know. I run R&D. It's a hammer. I get some value base install. I can use all my Sauc3 credits, and I don't break the tag. So again, this is on 3 measured response, no end of the line. It's open decklist. I know there's no tag punishments. I will let this tag, give the runner 1 tag sub fire on hammer every time. And later, if I can transfer, I also won't clear the tag. This is something you do a lot with the BAS. If you think the corp has no tag punishment, you don't clear the tags. I check the remote. I play around Mesny Chessful. Very nice. But it's a bit weird. If this is clearinghouse or Charlotte, I don't have money to trash this. So this run is a bit. If I look back at this now, I don't really like this run. I think I want to click penny. So I make the run on R&D. This was good. But I think I want to click penny here, click for credits, and sure gamble. I think this is way better than just check if this is an agenda. Because this is advanced once, this also doesn't really scream agenda. This deck has a one-off seamless. So the chance of this being seamless, advance on their turn is also very low. We see the corp has this, but yeah, this is like very low odds. The corp had it. If you run this, oh, I see. If you run this, you do force the corp to be on very low credits again. So I do like it in that sense. Okay, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. You at least force the corp to go to 0. This is fine. And then you check the agenda. But this was a bit lucky. This was an agenda. And I get to trash the Sauc3 to steal the SDS, which is optimal. So yeah, maybe not the best line, but the outcome was very good. So we give it some doubt. No threats for, so I can just jam some resources. Okay. Here they click for 2 and ask for action to see if I would pop some Stone Ship of Novi Lunch. Don't do this. If the corp clicks for 2 and trashes one of those, it's fine. If they trash Nuka with 2 counters on it, is also. If they go to 0 to do this, it's also fine. And they don't even do it. They advance the 3 line. So here, Nuka, use no free lunch to get some money. Poke R&D, but now it costs 2 real credits. Letting the tag fire again. Here my thinking is it's BTL. the longer you wait, the more this single accesses will cost. So I still like it. We also can just click penny, sure gamble. So it all lines up pretty well. So this is fine. We poke R&D here. These ice archives put water wall on the remotes. Nuka, cup, run R&D. Again, we keep poking R&D. It only costs 2. We steal a Pharos. Pharos we don't mind because we boomerang this and they invest a lot just to give a tag we don't care about. Is it correct to leave the Pharos and steal something else maybe later on? No, maybe no. You just steal the first thing you see. To maybe go into HQ. You can't run this twice. You can't run HQ, steal something, run back. That's not something that's gonna happen against this corp. So just steal something, the first thing you see. If this was anything else, you don't. I think you steal anything. It's fine. Installing the stone chip. Okay. They get some wall-to-wall value and just click for credits. Or advancing things. We choose between transfer and boomerang and chose the boomerang. Okay. We already have boomerang in hands. If we choose a transfer, we can install Cat's Cradle. Transfer, boomerang this. Yeah, I guess the Epiphany is like 5 to break. With the Epiphany Chestful ability, it's like 8 credits. It's a lot, but I still think it's worth it, especially with the cup access. So this I maybe picked wrong. I think going for the transfer play this turn was better. I poke R&D. I don't hate it. It's alright. I just no free lunch Spanish here. Okay. The corp does hatch ice R&D. And they draw. No, they mandatory draw and they ice the remotes. Okay. Everything is double iced. Archives is single iced. Now everyone is very expensive. So we can't make mistakes here. A bad run will cost a lot. But I really think you check HQ here with the cup access. There has to be some good stuff in there. And maybe poke R&D once more to make him resist the second ice on R&D. So this turn what did we do? We pop stone, no free lunch, we draw, get to choose between Stillmanship and Boomerang. We take another Boomerang, okay. Install the Kurapura, poke R&D. Here I'm regretting a bit to not take the transfer and go for a transfer run on HQ. I installed the wake here. Wake, okay. I go through this, I let all the decks fire. I see 1 card. I draw and get the transfer anyway. Oh, I remember. My plan was to install Wake, run HQ once, and charge it with stone chips to get a big access on R&D. This was my plan. This was my plan for a long time. If you go back to the why did I pick Boomerang over transfer, I think I was already thinking I want to install this wake, but if this hits my single boomerang, I'm in trouble. That's why I took the boomerang over transfer, I think. And I did not find any transfer yet, so the chances of us finding the second and the third is high. Okay. I remember why I did it. It's a decent plan. It's not that awful. So here the corp installs something and advance it naked. This screams clearinghouse. I actually, this is a bit disgusting. You kind of force the runner. This clearinghouse includes in the VTL is actually so good. You force a runner to make a run. So measured response will be activated. It's not in this situation, but you kind of have to thrash it. You have very big bluff potential because this screams clearinghouse so loud it can easily be a sneaky Charlotte of Basalt. You never know with Not Yeti. So the clearinghouse included in this, it's like you gain 2 credits by installing this. No, 1. You install advance, so PTL gives 2, but you lose 1 from the advance. So this is like 1 credit for 2 clicks, but the runner has to clear this for trash for 3. So it's like a 4 credit swing, which is decent. I like the clearinghouse a lot. Yes, this turn. Okay. So here I want to do this wake play so bad. I want to run HQ once and I want to charge it and go in R&D to see 3 cards in HQ and then 1, 2, 3, 4 cards in R&D. I want to win the game that way, and the measured response, I don't care. I will win before you can play it. That is my plan. So here I draw. I find Bravado. I click Penny Bravado Archives, just making them rest something. And I was thinking, if they rest something here, they might not have enough money on the HQ eye, so I will transfer after. So this gets rest. This gets rest. I boomerang. Oh, this is so nice. I boomerang the Mesney on HQ. Whatever happens with this ice, if it's like a tree line or another offshore or anything, or a second Mesney, I will get the third Mesney I will get stopped, I think. Okay, the third Mesney and I will get stopped, but outside of that, I will get in here. So I transfer, it's a tree line, I can break it, I am on 0 credit, so the Mesney ability won't do anything, and I get in by boomerang. I really like this turn. I steal the remaining money of the corp, which was only like 1 credit, so it's fine. The corp is on 0, so measured response won't be happening if I steal an agenda here. So I use the cup, I steal a basalt, very nice, and I can't do my wake turn I want to do so bad. This I have been planning for a couple of turns. Now I throw this game so hard. It's the corp turn. I say play slow. I might use stone chip. I say this because I was thinking I want to charge this wake, but if they go a credit up, they can't trash my stone chip, and I don't want it. So I will, as soon as the corp goes on 2 credits, I will pop this for charging. This was in my head the whole time. I was just ready to pop it for charge. I was not thinking about other things. Then, so he chose draw. He installs something, he advanced, he goes to 2. And I say, I have action. Because I don't want them to trash Stone Chip. And here, it's so sad. So I use the Stone Chip for charge. They ask, "Are you for real?" I say yes. It's a Charlotte. Don't mind you, this Charlotte is like there are only two Charlottes in this deck, and one is already trashed. So it's a bit low chance, but they pop the Charlottes and are exactly on 5 credits. I miscounted, or I was not thinking about it, but I forgot this was something you can do to go to 5. It's like a yeah, 4 credits up, and I just died to single measured, and I I tilted so hard. I was like, no, my wake plan. I throw the game. If I just used one stone chip to draw, I was on 4 cards, and I could still use one to charge and go after R&D C3 cards. But I just completely end the game, and I died to single measured. I die to measured so often. It's my kryptonite, I swear. You would think the more you die to measured, the more you play around it, but I keep doing it. I don't understand. Against Op install something on their turn. I install something because I'm Bass. They res an eye, so I get to install something on their turn. It's value. I want to do it. And then I just forgot they can play measured response and I die. It's such a classic. I have done this so many times. For my safety, SBT, if you're watching, ban measured response, please. It's too difficult to play around. My brain can't handle it. I'm too value built. But it's so hard. So it's round 3. I'm already on my last life. So you start with 3. I did round 1 win. Lost to Augustus, lost to Not Yeti. So I'm already lost life. Here I already had in my head, okay, I will just lose one more and just leave. It's over for me. 1 life. This is not looking good. But I go on for a long while. The next couple replays are wins, but I remember a lot of them were because of some good luck. I got very lucky in the next couple of games. How late is it? Let me check. Okay. I have to go a bit faster, otherwise I won't get to talk about the new ban list. So this Murmur thing, fast advance, I will go fast through this. I think the Murmur games are a bit more boring too. So here, against Seb, you really want to ice your HQ and try to make transfer as awkward as possible. HQ ice, very important, and your first ice, if you can choose between archives and R&D, you often just ice archives before you ice R&D, if you're able. But double ice HQ, we have Hammer 3-line here. I know this is gonna be so annoying for him. I really like the start. So they do some pokes, I get some money. Yeah, measured response is very strong against aggressive players. We get a hammer fire here, which is very nice. They have to use Ardry to save the Ardry. They install a crew, and I chose to trash the buffer drive. Do you trash crew instead? That's a close one. I guess with privilege access, you can take the crew back, but not the buffer drive. So trashing the buffer drive here is not bad. Okay. And when you rest tree line, they have to use audio some more. See, big deal. Okay. Money up. HQ is so difficult for him, but they get to practice. So here, I dislike I put his eyes on R&D and not on archives. This is a lesson I learned a long time. I don't know why I did this. This eyes has to be on archives, I think. The R&D pokes are annoying, but it's the stopping the privileged access is more important. So this was a bit of a mistake, I think. They get a crew. Now we ice archives. Okay, this is fine. We do RLC, ice archives, score the ingot then. Very nice. We do mirror morph things. We do temple positive scores. They praxis archives. They have to commit some value to get this privilege access going, which is good. Getting some value. I score another 2-pointer. I'm very ahead. Here they find a devil charm, so they can blow up the hammer. How did they do this? They blow up the first one. I'm confused. Did they have 2 devil charms? Oh, they use both crew to get rid of the hammer, of course, and then they use the devil charm to get rid of the tree line. So HQ's open, they transfer, very big swing. They see the spin doctor, luckily, not an agenda. Here we really have to find some eyes for HQ ASAP. They see 3 on HQ. With thanks to Manuel? No, 2. They see RLC and the 1-pointer, so no send a message. A bit lucky there. We draw up, find an ice, but it's a bad one. It's a boomy. But yeah, we can't do much about it. They run HQ anyway. I have to rest this. They click through it. That's why it's a bad ice on HQ. They just can use 2 clicks. Still miss the send a message, which is very good. Oh, very nice. Here I use RLC to ice HQ, get the click back, and I purge. I really like this turn. It's something you can do with RLC. It's actually very big against Seb. Here the MIC gets fires. I get to 4, so I can still rest this tree line. I money up. My HQ is filled with agendas, and they can transfer this ice because they have 1 Audrey counter. This is maybe a bad play by me. Using this non-wedging a turn ago gave them the Audrey counter. Maybe not so good. But they transfer, they find, send a message, and hit the guff subs. Like 3 agendas, 1 guff sub in hand, and they hit the guff sub. Again, lucky they don't find another agenda. So Mortivor here is getting very unlucky with the HQ accesses. Here, something I like to do against Seb, but you have to be very careful, is ditching an agenda in archives. There is not a big chance they will check archives just normally. If they privileged access, they don't see what cards are in archives. But you have to be very careful. you only really do it if you're behind. Like I am, I have so much problems in HQ. My eyes just doesn't stick. So ditching an agenda in the winning agenda in archives is definitely a risk you're willing to take. Here the game also can be over. They find 1-2 pointer but hit in nano management instead of the other agendas. Also very lucky. I get to score. They win HQ, again, 1 agenda, 3 non-agendas. If they hit the agenda here on a double axis, I lose. They don't. And I close out the game. I think this game was on stream. The HQ accesses were so unlucky by him. I could have easily lost this. He played very well. I think I have to be more mindful here about using nano etching. I think there are a couple of turns I use this to bounce back, but giving it an Audrey counter is maybe not worth it to bounce back with nano etching. I should have just clicked for credits, I think. But yeah, very lucky win. I'm still alive. Here against passive mults on Epiphany, I get an amazing start with Penny Shaver, Clean Getaway Nuka. They are on 1 copy of Checkist, and this Checkist made the game very spicy. It's like a Vlad Grids Epiphany. It's a bit weird, but it works. Here, because I start with Penny Shaver, I'm very happy. The Epiphany spams out assets, but the Penny Shaver lets me check remotes while and still don't getting too behind on the money. So yeah, this one checkist, it's on server 6 here. If I check it on the wrong time, it's so bad. So here I don't dare to check check anything. And I just wait for them to rest stuff and then go after it. And because Epiphany, you want the thrashes to be on the same turn, it's actually very good. I trash multiple things in one turn. Because they advance this card, I also know this can be checkists or Vlad grids. A Vlad grids, I want them to res it. It costs 3 credits to res. I want to res it them to res it before I trash it most of the time. But this Vlad, I know for sure was a Vlad, and this card could have been Vlad or Checkist, or an agenda. But because of the Checkist, I don't want to check this. So I trash the Vlad I know, I trash the cohorts, check the powers, I trash it as well. So 3 trashes on 1 turn, very good against Epiphany. They use the Checkists for Vlad protection. That's why the Checkist is in there, I think. It's very nice to do it this way. It also can protect your Hollow Man. So the Checkist, I understand why it's in the deck. I get some pokes. They ice a Tomorrow's Headline, but a Nuka find a Boomerang and go after it. Baz is so good. So I found Tomorrow's Headline again, remove the deck. I own 4 points. I'm super ahead. So playing well. This one advanced thing screams Checkist, and this is flat. You can read by now this is Checkist plus flat. So now I can just check everything because they kind of revealed this is the Checkist by doing this. So I just keep checking so there's no table agenda. Federal fundraising is a kind of a must trash against Epiphany, but again you want to thrash it combined with other stuff. You don't want to trash one each turn. So here they have to overinstall the checklists so they can score the Stoke the Ember and get a Powers fire. All good. Here I want to trash this flat combined with the Federal, I think. So I poke R&D, find another 2-pointer. So I'm 6 points, very nice. I click Penny, and now I trash the flats. So here, is there a way I can combine this with the Federal? That would have been even better. I am 0, Penny gave 6. Yeah, I think I just run R&D first click Penny and just trash those two is better. But I draw instead. The draw here is not good. This could have been better. But it's fine. They will oppo me here, of course. The oppo, I can't clear all tags. Because if I pop no fill, I can click Penny, clear 2. Yeah, I can't clear all tags here. So this is very annoying. I remove 2. No, I go back. I checked something first. Okay, yeah, I remember. I was thinking, okay, I will click Penny, remove 2, remove 1 with no fill lunge. I will still be on 1 tag, but that's fine, was my thinking. But then I was thinking I have 1 click left if I do it like this. So I will check something first and then do the click Penny. So you have 1 more on the Penny. But I checked this checklist. Stupid checklist. It's a one-off, it's overinstalled, it's shuffled back with Spin Doctor, and it's immediately found again and put on table. So I want, because the corp opposed me, I was thinking the chances of a naked agenda is very high right now. I would do this. I would oppo my opponents and put agendas on the table, because if they clear all, they don't have time to check something. So I check one of those two, and it's the checkist. So I go even more tags, and then I'm like, okay, now clearing 3 tags is not worth it because I'm still on 2. So shipment is still available. IP enforcement is still available where they get the tag, the advancements. I can't go to 1 tag. I can only go to 2 tags. So here I think I go tag me. All because of this checklist. It's such an insane include. I trash the Federal, which I like, and I get my Kuripiwa thinking HQs maybe ping. That's all good. And also because of this install, I don't know if they are big. I don't remember if they are on bigger picture, but by doing this, bigger picture doesn't have much value. But of course, I took a million tags. They can just IP enforcement a card, and the game is getting very spicy now because I lose an agenda, they go up an agenda. They try to score two agendas in 1 turn, which they do. So suddenly 6 points for the runner, 2 for the corp, changed to 4 points for the runner, 6 for the corp. So this is a very bad situation for me. And the checkist still is there to protect the Hollow Man. Did I not trash the checkist? I did. Oh my god, they took it back with powers at B to protect this Hollow Man. Man, that's so insane. I hate checkist. But very nice place for passive mode. Here it's also just freedom of information waiting room. If they can find it, it's over. They can just... So here, Hollow Man is on the table. They have a lot of money. If they top deck an agenda, it's over. I think I prioritize checking, keeping top of R. I want to R&D lock instead of clearing the stacks. These stacks. They already use 2 tech punishments. The chance of them having another in hand is low. So here I went with transfer. I don't. Okay, I go full tech me and even remove this. I tank the checkers and remove this Hollow Man, and then I try to C2 on R&D and try to R&D lock. I find 1 agenda, so it's 6 to 6. But they have 2 Epiphany counters now, so they will get Epiphany. They use Epiphany to see a lot of cards. I am already thinking it's over, so I'm typing some weird things and actually confusing my opponents. I don't know why I did it. They protect the Spin Doctor with 2 eyes. I try to R&D lock still. This time they res free to play F2P. It's such an hard game, but because I want to check this. Okay, I'm going a bit too fast. So they double eyes something in the remotes. I was thinking maybe this is. Is there? Why? I don't think you check this ever. There's not really. Yeah, Hollow Man. I was thinking this might be Hollow Man. I need to check it. Okay, that's the only thing you want to check. So I go HQ. I go for a Cat's Cradle by mutual favor. And now there was no. Yes, there was no eyes they had that could stop me here. The F2P was a one-off, and they didn't have the sentry that like gains enter runs if you're tagged. They did not have that one eyes. So here I knew I even clean getaway because it's open information what eyes they have. There's nothing stopping me. It's a Spin Doctor. They find the Hollow Man. And they have still an Epiphany counter. So here I'm also thinking, yeah, it's over. But they still don't find any F2P. Still, sorry, any freedom of information. It's still not over. Which is insane luck for me, by the way. And here I just poke R&D with 2 accesses from Rake, and I find the last agenda. Super lucky by me. This game I should have lost, just like the last game against the Seb. Luck was on my side, and I got the win. But here, Checkist MVP. It was so insane. If they didn't find Checkist, the one-off Checkists immediately, and I checked it, I was not in the stack me situation, which made the game so difficult. So yeah, 25 unique accesses, I know, but still, damn, this Checkist. I wonder if the world's winning lists, I wonder if they should include the Checkist, to be honest. It was Necklace of the Week, right? Yeah. They also have a one-off Checkist. Yeah, it's such a good one-off. Seeing half of the deck, yeah, but you have to. I checked a lot of remotes, so a lot of those accesses were just low quality, you can say. But yeah, okay, maybe it was a little less lucky. But yeah. I go to, so that was round 5, round 6 was against OF15. This game, he was very unlucky. I just rush out super fast and they can't find a second doll. That's the whole game. You will see I just get good starts, I rush out, they have one doll, but they can't find the second doll in time. Here again, I installed a nano etching to gain some money, but I actually gave like the Hannah Wheels trick Taka value of charging twinning. This is also, I regret this nano etching. If I want fast advanced Murmurf to improve, I think maybe I need to start icing the nano etching or play a little bit more ice to be able to do it. Because naked nano etching is actually a downside in a lot of matchups, I figured. Something I have to look into. But yeah, here it's like turn 7. I'm already on match points with a bifurcator in hands. They they draw and they just couldn't find a second Matryoshka with 20 cards in stack left. It was so unlucky for them. They run archives instead, yes, but it's a click for them. But because of the Hana Wheels run, it gives them a lot of value. I don't know. Against Anarch, a naked nano matching is actually a downside, I think. But against Shaper and Scrim, it's fine. Against Grim too, if you get to ice all your centrals, a naked nano etching also can give them clean getaway value. So maybe, I don't know. I will have to look into icing the nano etching. Yeah. But yeah, nano etching is such a good card in this deck. I'm not saying cut the nano etching. I'm saying maybe play a little bit more ice to be able to ice it. That's something I'm gonna try. And here, yeah, I win on turn 8. They don't find a second doll, Matryoshka. That's the whole game. It's a bit sad for OF15. But I was saying at the start, I need some revenge for the flight to EMEA tournaments. I played the finals in a tournament against OF15, and I played Prison Mermorph against a deck that has like answers to it, and it was such a long game and just no way of me winning. I think I even conceded the game. I just it took so long. Aksu was just doing a podcast while the game was playing. It was funny to watch the stream. So because of this win against OF15, I got in top 8 on my last live. So I just won, lost, live, and then won 3 times. Top 8 with only 1 life left. And I had to play against Kikai on the fast advanced mirror morph. And here I just get a bit unlucky. The luck switched. He like I do my thing, start fast advancing, rushing out, double icing HQ. I really like this against transfer, especially with Hermes. They get a random poke on R&D, see an agenda. I lose on tempo. Ice R&D, all good. I get to 4 points. I'm feeling good. They transfer 1 axis, 2 agendas in hand, 3 non-agendas. They sadly see a sent a message. I don't get any sent a message value. Run R&D, see another agenda. It's fine. They get into R&D, and then 1 and 5 they see another agenda. So 6 axes. 4 agendas found, which is very sad, but this can also happen. Yeah, I don't know. I talked to other people that participated in this tournament, and I was not the only one who felt like luck is a big part. I don't know. There are some games during this tournament that's uh, was like, okay, I can't do anything because my deck is just not doing normal things. But yeah, losing my last life here, I end up top 8. And I will get something fancy, I think. So yeah, 7th place. I will get the laser cut IDs, which I'm very happy with. The descent card is also insane. It's such a nice alt art. Huge thanks to ManintheMoon for organizing all these things. I'm very happy to be invited to this tournament. It was a lot of fun. Playing against good players is always so. I love Netrunner. I just love Netrunner. Open deck list against good opponents is you don't find it anywhere else in any game. It's so good. And yeah, Augustus takes first place, well deserved. He is such a menace in online tournaments, it's insane. I don't know why it doesn't translate in some of the in-person. No, that's not true. He is also a menace in person. It's only in Worlds Augustus doesn't have the most insane performance. But yeah, very well deserved. Xiaz was also second. Tiebreakers got top 2. Yeah, just overpowered testing team. Yeah, good prizing, great turnouts. Exactly. ManintheMoon. One feedback is of course the explanation of how the tournament is structured. We got a lot of information about all the edge cases of if top 8 has a person that's lost 3 lives. We will do tiebreakers of everybody that has lost 3 lives to see who gets in with 3 losses and so on. It was such a big explanation of edge cases that was not needed at all. I think next time, don't say anything. Just let the tournaments play out, and if we get to such a case, then start explaining, and just ask of everybody who participates to not leave immediately. And if they leave immediately, too bad. You don't get to play in the edge case tiebreaker stuff. But outside of the confusing explanation of how the tournament will go against the participants, it was an amazing tournament. We are also very lucky with the streamers, I think. We have some amazing people who stream and explain the game very well. It's always fun to watch a Netrunner stream of a tournament. So this was my Ultimate Showdown run. I wanted to review my own game, so why not do it in a stream so other people might see what I'm paying attention to, of how I do my replays. Because that's one way to get better, is to replay review your games, see where things gone wrong, and hopefully learn something from it so you don't make the same mistakes. Now, the best part of the stream, we're gonna talk about the ban list and meta predictions. I think I will go to the always be running from the World Championship. So Matryoshka and False Lead got banned. Um, the meta looked a bit like this. We got a lot of Leo, a lot of Alco, um, and then like RH, PD, and then the Valence crew, the Valence IDs also do see a lot of play. On the corp side, false lead got bans. This only really affects Alco. But does that mean Alco will see a lot less play now? I don't think so. I played on my on the team tournaments at Worlds. I didn't post a list. I will see if yes, this one. I played this version in the team tournament at Worlds. It doesn't have false leads, but just with Genesis. It's the list of Eden. Eden played something similar. I only made minor changes, and I think I was even convinced this version was better than the false lead version. The false lead version has more wins if the runner is not prepared for it, but if the runner has like stone chips and answers, we also saw, I think, Solidarity Badge being an answer that Kikai plays, for example, in the Sable. If the runner prepares for it, I think the Regenesis version is better. So the false lead ban is, I don't think the Alco play rate will go down. People who play Alco will still play Alco. They will just go back to a Regenesis version, I think, which is still very good. Thank God Sting did not come back. I think if they banned false leads and brought Sting back, Alco would have been the solo corp deck top tier, the solo top tier deck again. I'm very happy they didn't bring Sting back. Although it looks a bit like Alco, we try to hit Alco in every direction. First with Sting, now with false leads. But I enjoy this Alco the most. To play myself and to play against. Measured response versions are also still great. So yeah, I think false leads, will it change the corp meta? No, I don't think so. I highly recommend if you play in tournaments from now in the new meta to try out this kind of Alco list. Alco is really difficult to play against, and it really is a deck you have to play yourself to fully understand and to play better against it. Yeah. Other decks you're fine with if you never play it. Ob is another one. The Scrubs Ob. I think Scrub Ob is really good. Play this deck. If you want to play in a tournament, play this deck yourself. See how this plays, so you can play against it better. I think the corp meta should not change that much, but I think Ob will gain more popularity and Alco will play the same, stay the same. So yeah, false leads did not change much. The Ob popularity will grow, but that's just because the deck was not known at Worlds, and now it's more proven to be good. On the runner side, Matryoshka got banned, so I think the Muslihat's play rate will go down, and the Hoshiko will change a lot. Hoshiko will probably also go down because the Matryoshka version was, I think, the best version. They can still play Rack Hosh with still the insane drip econ of Companions and Keiko. It's like Rezeki, but only Anarch can play it. So yeah, the runner meta will change a lot more because Matryoshka was very present, and because the runner meta will change a bit, the corpse also has to change. I think you really have to look at your eyes again. If you make a corp right now, some eyes was very good. For example, hammer was a nice. I even put 3 of in my deck. Because like it just wins you games if you play against Matryoshka. I put 3 hammer. I don't think you you go as hard on hammer anymore. I think hammer play rates should go down. I think Audrey is still viable. I think the Matryoshka Hoshiko players, some of them will probably go to the vampire list with Audrey. So hammer is still useful, but not that game winning anymore. Now, because I'm thinking Audrey will see more play, I think you have to look at your. I think ice that is 4 strengths it will be way better. A big one. Wait, let's go to the ice. I'm also regretting not writing down what I want to say. I'm kind of freeballing this. So 4 strength ice. No, not Valence. Costs. I think 4 strength ice will be very good. No, it's not costs. Right, I can't do strength. Never mind. We will go just faction. So in Valence, I think Maskirovka was decent, but against Audrey, it's a bit more difficult to play. But tree line is very good, I think. It's 4 strengths, so Audrey has to boost twice. It's still very annoying for Kurapira to break. You don't want to fill your deck with low-cost barriers because Kurapira can farm them. For example, Castle Roads will be very good against Audrey decks, of course, but the Matryoshka Crim won't be around anymore, and a lot of those players will just go to Requiem, I think. So you see Kurapira a lot more, and Castle Roads will just get farmed. So I would rather play tree lines than Castle Roads. Of course, an op you're more happy for with the 2 cost. But just like this, you really have to look at your eyes and start comparing them in a potential new meta. If you look at the Valent eyes, hammer is less good. Castle Roads will be less good, but tree line will be better in the new no Matryoshka meta. And stuff like this you have to think about. For me in Mirrormorph, Hagen will be a bit less good, but Scatterfield will be a lot better. Scatterfield is 4 strength if it's the only ice. You now, because Matryoshka Scatterfield you couldn't not stack, so against Matryoshka this was a bit less good, but now without Matryoshka, Scatterfield is actually insane again. MIC is also better, again 4 strengths, and Matryoshka could just boost it for 2 and break end the run. So for 3 credits they can get in, while other decoders struggle a bit more against this. So yeah, in HB, Hagen is less good. MIC and Scatterfield are better. with the new meta. And NBN and Jinteki I don't play a lot, so I'm not sure. But yeah, I think your 2 costs stuff like Tato is even worse now. Tato gets farmed by Kuropiwa. It was already not great, but maybe against Matryoshka you could like stack a lot of small endurance. That had some value, but now you really have to think, do I want a Tato Bola in my deck? The ability is insane, of course, but the one strength barrier is maybe not worth it to put in your deck. And yeah, two cost ice is against a crew meta. If the Audrey Oshiko gets played more with the crew, 2 cost ice is also less good now. So yeah, to recap, I will recap this because it was such random ideas. To recap, Alco play rate will stay. Op play rate will probably go higher. On the runner side, Musli Health play rate will go down. The Hoshiko will change a lot, more to the Audrey versions, and because of these changes, Corps will have to look at their eyes again. Some eyes got worse, some eyes got better. If you, of course, your predictions on the runner side has to be true. If all the Musli Health players and those Hoshiko players all go to Shaper, my prediction is wrong, and your eyes might be wrong too. So it's a bit. We will see what happens. There was an AMT, right? No, it was still in the old meta. Never mind. I will definitely look look at the tournaments that are played now, but in off-meta months, I don't think there are a lot of standards, normal tournaments. But CBI is going to be very interesting. I think those 2 changes will shake up the meta. But yeah, I really like the ban list. AMT was with the new ban list? Okay, wait, results. Type. I don't see it. Here. It is APEC meta though, so Vampire Shiko, yeah. And Scrops. So yeah, we see. Okay, this is not big data to look into, but we do see Oshiko is probably like Audrey Vampire Oshiko, I assume, and the op play rate is a bit higher because the deck is now known to be good. But yeah, I still don't have CPI invites. Nice. Yeah, Shaper players will also maybe go a bit higher because of the Dolls players will maybe go to Shaper. We will see. I do like the title. Okay, this was everything I wanted to say. I see XDG. I miss a lot of your messages. Yeah, the false lead ban makes the Alco deck less toxic. I agree. I really like the ban, but I don't think the strength of Alco will go down. They will just be a little bit different. And Scrop dies to Copulation. Yes, Copulation is a very good card. I think I think if you play Crim, you might even put a second cup in your leg. Yeah. Yeah, that's about it. That's all I wanted to say. Thanks for being here. It's more fun to stream if there's somebody in chat. I hope I hope anyone learned something about the replay reviews. I don't do this out loud ever, so this is also the first time. So if you have any pointers for me to improve the stream, please let me know. I do read the comments. And yeah, thanks for being here. I will end the stream. Bye bye, everybody.